am having a blast out here, guys. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm getting filthy. But I'm having a fantastic time. And I have no gear. And all I've got is time. So we're going to continue on. Even though these sticks are dead and laying on the ground, a lot of them are still hard to break. So there we go. We'll use this as my breaking stick, my breaking trees. So I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, it's coming along. It's one of those things. It's just going to take time. There we go. That feels perfect right there. There we go. Trying to cover up some of the holes right now. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and crawl up inside there for a minute. Looks like my battery's about ready to die. But I'm going to crawl up in there and see what we got. This will be the entrance. Yeah. Clean this out a little bit. It's going to be nice. It's going to be enough to sleep under. So I'll get the sides fixed up. Throw some leaves and stuff on top up here. Clean this down here up. Probably throw a tarp down here eventually, but not too bad for just a short period of time. Just throw it together for an emergency shelter. So I'll get right back with you a little later. Alrighty, so I'm working on the side a little bit. I put a little bit of sticks vertically right there, and I'm going to start stacking some horizontal. And I'm going to fill that area up there. So I got one there. So I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing those sticks and start filling that up. Alrighty, so I don't have any sharpening. Well, I do. I have knives and I have all kinds of gear with me, but I'm not using it. So I don't have any way of really sharpening sticks to stick them in the ground. So those are more guidelines, and I hope they'll hold. So we'll see what we got here. I'm not sure if this one's going to be long enough. That one's not going to be really long enough. I'll put that there. Alright, so reposition my guidelines. There we go. Yeah, that seems to be holding. Oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. I use a couple more here. Actually, oh, let's see if I can get this one out. I don't know, maybe. That'll work right there. Eventually, there's another stick. I'll use this one. This should fill in that gap. Oh, that helps. So eventually, this is going to turn out pretty decent. Like I said, it's just going to be temporary shelter. I don't know how long I've worked on it, maybe hour and a half. But it's just something that I'm playing around with as an emergency shelter. And like I said, it's not supposed to be something permanent. It's not supposed to be, you know, put together strategically. This is an emergency shelter that if I was out here in a situation and I had nothing and I needed shelter, I'm telling you, this is looking pretty decent. Let's see here. Of course, there's spots. You know, that's just going to be the way it is. But I'm actually kind of enjoying this. Hold on a second, and I'll do a walkabout. All right, so here we are. I'm going to do a little walkabout. So we're going around the shelter. And there we go. Back up a tad bit here, circle around. Now I haven't worked on this side yet, as you can see, but I'm going to do the same thing over here. Put some sticks and stuff on this side. I haven't quite done that yet because I just haven't gotten to it. Let's keep going to the back here. I'll show you the complete circle. And here's the back of it. And all this is just a bunch of dead wood that's laying on the ground. I didn't have to take anything from anywhere other than just off the ground. And once I get here shortly, I'm going to throw some leaves and stuff on top of this. Try to gather up some leaves. You can see there's leaves all around. So I'll be able to get some leaves and throw up on there and help fill in some of the holes maybe. But let's come over here real quick. This is all I brought out here with me. Here's my graphite pole with the selfie stick, which I use for my tripod, which is actually a monopod, I guess. And my cell phone, because my wife insisted that I have my cell phone out here just in case, because I'm not sure if I have to go pick up my son from school to go to work. And there's that saw, which, like I said, I used that one time to cut those one pieces, which I didn't really have to do. But other than that, it's been sitting there and not being used. So now, I guess if I had to sleep in that like it is, I could, and just hope it didn't rain. But I don't necessarily have to at this point. I still got plenty of debris and everything I throw on top of there. So let's go inside real quick. So my battery is dying, but I want to crawl up in here real quick, and we'll go up through here, this side here. And here's what it looks like from inside. There we go. And that's not too bad. I mean, if I wanted to lay some more sticks vertical, I could do that. But I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's needed right now. I could put some on the outside. I think that'll be okay. So let me crawl way up in here. All right. And this is the view out my front door. I think it's a pretty fantastic view, as a matter of fact. And then you got that swampy area right there, which the water doesn't come up this high. So people that are concerned about me being so close to the water, I completely understand, but the water doesn't get this high. You can see it stops out there, but and then here we are. Smells nice and woody in here. It's all this rotten log, really. Now there again, like I said, it's a lot of this is rotten wood. Let me crawl out of here. Now, I'm not saying this is something that I would want to live in, and it's not something I'd want to have to stay in for any length of time. But for what it is intended for, I think this is going to work perfect. And as a matter of fact, here in the next few days, I think I'm going to come out here and just spend the night out here. So let's get some debris on top of this thing and see what it looks like.